Hey guys, Pastor Alan here. I just want to take some time today to share with you our third of our 5 values as a church. If you remember in previous videos, we talked about our vision, the Vision 3300, which we're going to be sharing actually with our church, the whole body, here in just a couple of weeks on January 18th. We'll actually go through a whole series talking about our vision, our mission, and all of our new values. But I wanted to take the time in these videos just to share with you some more kind of specifics about each one of our new values. So in the very beginning, the first video, we talked about the mission and the vision of the church, and our first value, which is to follow Jesus. That's kind of the heartbeat of everything we do. And then last video, we talked about our second value, which is spend time with God, and how important it is as we grow in our faith, as we continue that relationship with Jesus. It's important that we are making intentional time to spend with God. And I want to share today our third of our 5 values, and that third one is community matters. And what we're saying with that is that God created us, every single one of us, to be in relationships with others. He designed us that way, to be in relationship with Him, but also to be in authentic relationships with other people. We believe that transformation happens best when we have people in our lives who encourage us, who sharpen us, iron sharpens iron, and who challenge us to become more like Christ. And so we are encouraging every single person that's a part of FCC to connect with this value, which is community matters, to connect by joining, whether it's a life group, I'll talk about that in a second, serving in a church ministry, or just honestly, just taking the initiative to go say hello to somebody that you see in church. Because the ultimate thing is we desire that every single person be known and understand that church is not about a building, but it is about the people. And so community matters. That is value number 3. And the way we want to accomplish this, the way we feel that we can accomplish this value is one, group life. And group life meaning first, life groups. Life groups are a huge part of what we do here at FCC. We believe that spiritual growth happens best in circles, not rows. Now, we're all for the Sunday gathering. We will continue to do so. But we very much encourage every single person to be involved in a life group. And you can do that by going to our website and signing up for a group. You can see our life group director, Tom Ireland, and we'll get you plugged into a group. There's already some going, or maybe you could start a group. A life group in the church where worship is happening together, fellowship is happening together, prayer is happening together. Ultimately, that life is happening together. I actually just heard recently that the Surgeon General just a couple of years ago put out a warning. If you remember, like on cigarettes, on the side of the box, there was a warning about how these are bad for you. Well, just a couple of years ago, the Surgeon General put out another warning that the idea of loneliness or disconnection is very harmful to us. And so we have to be intentional about connecting to people. And we believe one of the best ways to do that is in a life group. But also, group life is important for our kids and our teens. And so on Wednesday nights, every Wednesday night, 6:30 to 8, we have FC Kids, which is over in our student building. We also have FC Students, which is over there as well. There's youth service, there's kids discipleship night, and those are opportunities for those age groups to come together, all the kids together, all the teens together, to do life together. And of course, they have tons of fun over there also. But we believe that group life is for all ages. The second way we will take this value, community matters, seriously and accomplish it is outreach to Huntingburg. And so one of the goals for that was to build an outreach team that's going to keep FCC having a strong presence in the community with events and opportunities for us to love on our city. And thank God we do. We have a team of 4 people who are a part of that, who are leading those efforts and are going to continue to press us forward into being a church that cares about our city. And then the third and final part of this value, way to accomplish this community matters value, is our weekend services. That we want to do our best to have series that are pushed around the spiritual topics that can be discussed amongst people, eyeball to eyeball with people where we can talk about these things, but also want to give people tools beyond just the weekend service to help them engage with people, to help them engage with other fellow Christians or just people in the community. And so these are just some ways that we're going to accomplish this value of community matters, some things that are going to be really important for us to make sure this value, which is huge for the Christian walk, that we can make this a priority for us, that community does matter. And if you don't believe that's true, my only thing would be the scriptures are really clear. This is not a individual faith. There's no Lone Ranger Christian. There's no just Jesus and me. This is Jesus and the body of believers together. That we are all in this together, that community matters. Life together matters. And so you will see that in the coming years be so pressed from the pulpit and the things we do, that we do this together. In fact, our mission at FCC has this built right in. It's to help people take next steps toward Jesus together. We don't do this alone. We need each other. So that is value number 3, community matters. And so if you're not in a life group, I strongly urge you to get in one. If you have kids or students, get them to youth, get them to FC Kids on Wednesday nights. When we start doing more outreach events, join us, help us serve this community, help us love the community, and make sure you are present for those Sunday services. So thanks for listening today. We'll have some other value 4 and 5 coming up very shortly. But remember, community matters. The church is important. Let's be together.